Hey everybody, Pastor Frank coming to you live via a recorded message on this really cool cold Thursday evening. It's 5 o'clock. Yeah. So hope you're doing well. I have been in training all week. I've been out of the office the entire week at First UMC Richardson, which is this little church down the road over here, getting trained up to be a coach. And so I will be at some point deployed by the Horizon Texas Conference to coach other clergy, either going through the process of ordination or, I don't know, anything. Sometimes it'll be coaching churches through things. Who knows if or when or how I will be deployed as a coach. I've still got more learning to do, of course. Don't we all? But it's been really fun to this week spend 4 whole days asking questions like, what can you do for that? How can you grow from that? What can you learn from that? Those kind of questions, coaching things, as aside from mentoring, which is sharing a lot of experience. So I've been mentoring other pastors in the conference for a while now. So like, well, at my last church, we did this and that kind of situation. That's not what coaching is. So it's helping people kind of move forward in things that they want to work on. So that's what I've been doing today, this week. But I wanted to stop by this afternoon because I finally had a chance to kind of go through the commitment cards that we turned in a week ago last Sunday on the 2nd, which was on Commitment Sunday. And again, just a reminder, if you haven't turned your card in, we did send around a digital option that you can fill out online, and then that goes to our finance office. These cards that were left for me do not have the financial information on them. They only have the spiritual gifts that were named, and also the 2 kind of statements we put on the card, like this is my first time to complete a commitment card, and this is an increase over my 2024 giving. So, I don't know how many cards are still out, but I did want to stop by and give a quick update on what we've received, because there's a lot to celebrate. And as I said, these cards don't have financial information, so I don't have a total pledge amount to share with you yet. I'm going to find that out over the next few days and then share that with you next week. But I want to say, of these 63 cards that I have on my desk, of these 63 cards, 28 households, 44% had an increase in giving for this year over last year. That is outstanding. That is, to have almost half of our commitments to be more than what they were last year, way to go. Spring Valley. That's just fantastic. And of these cards, six households submitted a card for the very first time. And so those are both indicators of spiritual growths. Now, not everyone has to complete a card, of course, but taking the effort to put your commitment down and sign it is an act of faith. And statistics show that people who sign the cards are much more likely to complete the commitment that they've offered. So to have 44% increasing over last year is just spectacular. So again, I don't know the total number, and I'm sure that there are other people out who have yet to turn theirs in, or they may have turned it in the online version, which I don't have access to that yet. So just fantastic results there, Spring Valley. But I also want to share with you a little bit about the spiritual gifts that were shared. And, we're still working on this. This is going to take a while to build this system of ministry because it's a different way of doing things. And it runs parallel to some other efforts that we're doing in the church. So kind of be patient. If you're not assigned to something by March 1st, just know that we're working on it. But I said in a recent sermon in January when I was talking about spiritual gifts that in United Methodist churches, the gift of faith is an overwhelming gift that is evident among people, and it's just, you know, and I was right. I said when we get the cards back, I expect to be overwhelmed with numbers of people that are turned in that check off faith as one of their top 3 gifts, and that happened. I was right about that. 24 people shared that they had the gift of faith out of 60 something cards. So that's a significant amount. But look at what else happened. Miracles, which is not the ability to do miracles, but the sense of not being surprised when God does unexpected and wonderful things. People gifted with miracles here at Spring Valley, 23 people had that gift. And healing, which is kind of similar to miracles, again, not the power to heal, that's God's power, but still, 14 people had the gift of healing. That's a lot. So our congregation is heavily weighted toward faith, which I expected, but also miracles and healing, which was kind of a surprise to me. Other things, just kind of random, I'll just read off my list here. 12 people had the spiritual gift of giving. 1 had the gift of apostleship, which is taking the gospel to other places, other lands. 5 had the gift of knowledge. 3 of compassion. 1 of, they wrote tongues. I don't know if it was speaking in tongues or interpreting tongues, but still, 1 person. 3 shepherding. 8 for servanthood. 6 for administration. 5 for discernment. That's kind of the ability to lead with your feelings and kind of interpret what's going on around you. 8 teaching. 3 giving helping. 3 exhortation, which is kind of the spiritual gift of cheerleading. 3 for the gift of prophecy, which is the gift of being able to tell the truth and to interpret what is going on. 3 the gift of wisdom, sharing of life experience. And 4 the gift of leadership. So kind of a broad spectrum of gifts that were revealed here in the church, but again, heavily weighted toward faith, miracles, and healing. And so this is going to help us. So thank you to everybody who took the effort to complete the cards. It will help us to design and build ministry here at the church that will be much more effective because it'll be more tied to how people are gifted. We want to point people to serve in areas where they have spiritual gifts. That way they avoid burnout. So just wanted to stop by and give you a quick update. And as more information comes available, I will share that with you. But again, congratulations, Spring Valley, 44% increasing their giving over last year. That's just fantastic. And thank you for the 6 people who filled out that commitment card for the very first time. All right, I'll see you Sunday. We're continuing our sermon series on dangerous women of the First Testament, looking this week at Hagar from Genesis 16 and 17. Take care. Bye for now, and I'll see you soon.